reasons and, of course, information have been coming up after the Duchess of Sussex, I'm talking about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, were aced from Spotify. Well, it turns out to be that way back in 2021, I beg your pardon, an interview these two conducted about their new deal with Spotify. I'm talking about Meghan and Oprah Winfrey has actually was the reason why the Spotify giant unfortunately is there. Well, there's more in this particular report, and we're here to tell you about it. But just in case you haven't actually gotten yourself abreast with our station or platform, trust me, you're missing so much, because this is where we tell you the latest from the world of art and entertainment. Join us on today's episode. Let's get started. So, an interview that has also resurfaced on social media has actually depicted exactly what motivated the Spotify bosses to actually ace the Duchess of Sussex from their platform. Well, apparently they were horrified, and of course not having it with the Duchess of Sussex. It turns out to be that the Prince Harry apparently told Oprah Winfrey that he featured on the platform because he was actually not having it easy and was actually forced to sign the deal with Spotify because he was also not financially stable. Now, he revealed these and many others in this said interview. But before, let's actually check a review of what the interview is about. We come back and see exactly what the Spotify representatives have been talking about, what actually caused what's the motivation for their termination with Spotify. Let's check out this interview from Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, and Oprah Winfrey.
Was the move about getting away from the UK press, because the press is, is everywhere, or was the move because you weren't getting enough support from the firm?
It was both.
Both.
I needed to do this for my family. This is not a surprise to anybody. It's really sad that it's got to this point, but I've got to do something for my own mental health, for my wife's, and for Archie's as well, because I could see where this was headed.
They didn't want him to be a prince or a princess, not knowing what the gender would be, which would be different from protocol, and that he wasn't going to receive security.
What?
It was really hard. Look, I was really ashamed to say it at the time, and ashamed to have to admit it to Harry, especially, because I know how much loss he's suffered. But I knew that if I didn't say it, that I would do it. And I just didn't want to be alive anymore.
The way that I saw it was, there is a way of doing things, but for us, for this union and the specifics around her race, there was an opportunity, many opportunities, for my family to show some public support.
Did you think she was well received in the beginning?
Yes, far better than I expected. But, my grandmother has been amazing throughout. My father, my brother, Kate, and all the rest of the family, they were really welcoming.
Your relationship with your father? Is he taking your calls now?
Yeah.
In this particular interview, he actually said a lot. He dropped so many jaw-dropping statements and comments over there. But according to the Daily News, Eden Richard, there was one particular statement, or the statement that actually took the decision from or by Spotify to ace their contract with the streaming giant was because, well, he actually has revealed that in the statement or in the video. We actually check it very soon. But according to him, the details of the interview actually circulated on social media, revealing so much of information in that particular, video, the one he actually granted with Oprah Winfrey. And he goes on to say that didn't actually land so well with the Spotify bosses. Now, he apparently described this as a horrified Spotify, defamation by the Duchess, and of course, has unfortunately caused the termination of their contract. Well, we'll check out the video very soon, but rumors also has it that Oprah Winfrey is not having it easy after people have actually been dragging the video, the old video where it's been alleged that she apparently instigated, the Duchess against the streaming giant and has officially, caused the termination of the Duchess of Success. I'm talking about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's termination from Spotify. Well, she says she doesn't want to be part of this drama, though that's according to sources that we're hearing. So, for those of you dragging Oprah Winfrey, saying that she actually instigated or tried to sabotage Prince Harry to the streaming giant, well, sources say that she's not having it. Well, we'll see whether she actually will come out officially or publicly to announce or have a hand or give an opinion about what really has been happening. But for now, she says she doesn't want to be part of the drama going on. Well, let's actually check the Daily News reporter who has apparently been following this story and has come out with the true facts. Take a listen at Eden. We come with more.
Was because he was in a hurry to make money.
That's right,
After
yes.
his father had withdrawn their multi-million pounds. He talked about, in the Oprah Winfrey interview, when Prince Harry talked about how the only reason he'd signed deals with Spotify and with Netflix was because he was in a hurry to make money.
That's right,
After
yes.
his father had withdrawn their multi-million pound security. So he thought, oh, how can I make a quick buck type of thing. But, this has horrified Spotify and executives like Bill Simmons because, as you know from this programme, it takes an awful lot of work. It's serious work, it's planning, this sort of thing. You can't just turn up, oh, what should we do today? That's not what it's like. This is, and that's been shown by, I had to listen to these podcasts for this, for this programme. So frankly, I'm not surprised that it's
But they're telling us the real facts, the reason why the Duchess were actually ditched by Spotify. Quite an interesting revelation. I cannot understand why, Oprah Winfrey is saying that she doesn't want to associate herself with the Duchess drama because it looks like they themselves, have lost it in there or up there. Like, they're just confused. And so that was an explanation by Eden, who apparently is having it explaining exactly what has been happening to the Duchess, or the reason why Meghan Markle and Prince Harry had their termination from Spotify. Now it's not so easy for these two because looks like everyone has been terminating or disassociating themselves from the royal family, especially after Spotify also turned down their agreement or their contract with them. Like Taylor Swift also detached herself from them. Interestingly, we also had a revelation that Taylor Swift also didn't actually show up on Meghan Markle's podcast show. I'm talking about the Archetype platform because, well, these are allegations that because she actually also didn't want to get into, so much into the interview or the platform or the podcast show by Meghan Markle. But sources also say they had, some kind of interesting tip going on between themselves, so they are not so cool, and that's how come Taylor Swift also snubbed or didn't want to participate in Meghan Markle's podcast show. Well, for now, you know the reason why they were actually ditched. This has been Daily Trends on Pinax News. Thanks for watching.